All right, you want that six-pack abs? You want that six-pack ab? You want to get that six-pack diet, right? Nope, that's not how it works. You gotta take a step back. You want the six-pack abs? You want to look how you want to look? You want to look lean? You need to start eating for function. That's rule number one. All those weightlifting and fitness gurus, you know exactly what I'm talking about. If you're not one of those gurus and you're still interested here, pay attention, because eating for function is the way to get you to where you want to go as far as diet is concerned. Diet, people associate the word diet with, oh, that's super strict, oh, that's so hard, oh, I can't do it, oh, that takes unbelievable willpower. Not really. Not when you look at it as a function. In your car, when you pull up to the gas station, you don't put diesel fuel in there, you put gasoline in there, because that's what your car functions on. So you need to put what your body functions correctly with into your body. It's that simple. So for me, I'm 41 years old now. A couple years ago, I started having knee issues. I was having knee pain. I had meniscus surgery a few years back, but that was really unrelated to that. I was having knee pain, and it seemed like it was getting progressively worse and quickly. And there was nothing physically wrong with my knees. It was just arthritis was all it was. When I would go downstairs, I felt like my knees were going to give out. And when I went into the gym, I could not do squats. I couldn't do squats with any kind of weight. I mean, pretty much body weight. I could not go down. My knees were killing me. I put 135, which is the bar, and 245s on there. And I'd go down. I'd barely get it back up because my knee was hurting so bad, my right knee especially. And so I said, man, I have got to do something about this. I had, for a while, I was trying different supplements. Supplements do help, especially the glucosamine, MSM. Those ones, they help. They do help, especially once I get a little bit older. I'll probably start incorporating those into my diet, into my supplements. But that did not fix my problem. There was definitely a flame of inflammation. The supplements made that flame go down a little bit, but it didn't extinguish that flame. And I stumbled across an article about NBA basketball players that were eating a plant-based diet or a vegan diet. And so I started reading more about this, and I found out that if you go to a vegan diet or a plant-based diet, then it extinguishes all inflammation in your body, all arthritis, inflammation in your body. I said, this is what I need to try. And so what else am I going to do? So off season 2 years ago, I went ahead and tried it. 5 days into full straight vegan, knee pain was completely gone. I got up one morning and didn't even think about it. I went down the stairs, went all the way down the stairs, and then I got to the bottom and I said, oh my gosh, I didn't have any knee pain. So I started doing squats. Shit. That day, what do you think I did? I went to the gym and I did legs, and I did legs like I had not done in years. It blew me away. And I was having unbelievable, experience with my knees just by eating that straight vegan diet or plant-based diet. Now, vegans are eating because they don't believe in eating animals. That's what I say a vegan is. People that eat for function call it a plant-based diet, because that's more accurately what it is. But luckily, a lot of the places, supermarkets, food companies, all these places, some of the fast food places are catering to the vegans, and the plant-based people are enjoying that as well. So I take advantage of it when I'm out there. So I went through the full plant-based for about 3 months, and I was looking for other protein sources just to go ahead and try to supplement my diet. And I tried eggs for 3 days, and the third day my knees started hurting terribly. And it took over a week before that egg, whatever was in the egg, took over a week before that to get flushed out of my system. And I said, man, not doing that again. I went about another 3 months of the straight plant-based diet, and had, great experience, great leg workouts, all that kind of stuff. And then I went and tried shrimp. I was at a function. I was starving. There really wasn't much to eat other than fried shrimp, and I ate a pile of them. And I didn't have any ill effects on my knees, so I started eating fish. and shrimp, any shellfish. Eat all that. All the seafood does not seem to bother my inflammation, my arthritis, and so that's basically what I'm a pesco vegan, or whatever you want to call it. I eat fish and plants. That's pretty much it. If it's a fish or a plant, that's pretty much what I eat. So what the hell do I eat? I'm in my office right now. I've got it loaded up for things to eat. I've got a lot of fruit, apples, oranges, bananas. I eat bananas every morning. Bread is my friend. It is the carrier for the heavy calories that I'll show you here in just a minute. Also have sweet potatoes, brown rice. Those are my buddies. Oatmeal is my friend. And then Clif Bars are one of the things I eat a ton of. These are great in the boat. They can get hot and they don't totally melt out to where you can't even eat them. Plus, they're totally plant-based. That's just how the guy, when they started the company, he wanted everything to be plant-based. It had nothing to do with being a vegan or anything. He just wanted it all to be from natural sources that were plants and stuff. So all the Clif Bars do really well for me. I can eat those, and of course you got to drink a lot of water. But we'll go over here to the goodies drawer. Occasionally I'll eat some rice cakes. It's nice to just give you a little snack when you're looking to go forward. But here, I mean, you can see all the peanut butter and this nutso. It's like a blend of a bunch of different type of legumes, 7 different nuts and seeds blended in there. That stuff's pretty good as well. So I eat a lot of peanut butter. This is for when I'm taking it on the road. You can take these little packs, stick 1 or 2 in your pocket. You can put it on whatever kind of bread you can get you access to, get your calories in. But then if you want to have more of a meal, these Boca has these turkey burgers and veggie burgers. They are vegan. They have another one that's called Original Chicken Sandwich. Those ones are amazing. I can eat those every single day. And the reason that there are none in there is because I've eaten them all. That is what I do. I eat. And right here we've got 1/4 pound. These are Morningstar Farms vegan burgers, the meat lovers, 1/4 pound, 27 grams of protein, 280 calories, and 1 patty. That is just what the doctor ordered for me. A lot of times I eat one of those quite a bit. Those are good for me. And then other bread options is that tofurkey deli sliced. It's one of the funniest names I've ever heard. Tofurkey. It's faux turkey. Tofurkey. And those things they're actually really good. Put a serving of those on a bread with I like to spicy guacamole on there as well. That is very yum. And if you really are a sandwich connoisseur, throw some pickles on there as well. Holy smokes, pickles! That combination, amazing. And all your condiments are all plant based as well. So that's kind of where I stand with the sandwiches. As you can see, that's kind of what consists of most of my diet. It's what I eat here at the office most of the time. I eat a lot of oatmeal and things like that in the morning. You can eat some cereal, eat a lot of cashew milk. I could give or take cashew milk, not a big deal for me. Soy milk, some people do that. But really, that's the deal for me for function, because I eat for function. Now, if you want to get bigger, I mean, there's plant-based diet. Professional athletes, basketball players burn an unbelievable amount of calories, and most of the time those guys end up losing weight because it's somewhat calorie restrictive. But the majority of the professional athletes have nutritionists that keep them dialed in to exactly what they need to eat, make sure that their weight is exactly where it needs to be. I mean, like to the pound. Those guys are very very strict, and so those guys are doing it and getting the results that they want. You can definitely do it as well. You don't have to hire any nutritionist. I don't hire anybody, but like we said, I got the six pack because I stay within my caloric window. What I mean by that is, just like I was giving the example about gasoline in the car, there's a certain amount of fuel, calories, food, whatever you want to call it, that your body needs on a daily basis in order to retain the same body weight. And there are calculators out there. You can find some of them on the internet. I'm not going to promote one or the other, but you need to find out what your resting metabolic rate is. It's going to be a number if you're sedentary all day, that number is going to tell you what it's going to take to maintain your body level. And then you're going to have to add in whatever functional movements and things that you do. You know, if you have an active job, do you work out 2, 3, 4 times a week? Do you work out hard? All that kind of stuff. All that kind of stuff is factored into these calculators that can tell you within about 200 calories of where you need to be with your total calorie intake for the day. So, you know, I don't have an exact number for me right now, just because I don't want people to go, oh, well, I want to look like John. John eats 2,400 calories a day. I'm eating 2,400 calories a day. I am me. I am not you. I want you to figure out what works for you. So I want you to go figure out what number of calories it might be 2,200 to 2,000. That might be your number. It might be 3,000 to 3,200, depending on how active you are, your body size. You know, a person that's 6'5" and weighs 280 pounds is going to need to eat a whole lot more than me at 5'8" and 150 some pounds. It's just to retain the same body weight, it just takes more fuel for that bigger body to be able to function and maintain. So just remember, eat for function, check out your caloric intake, figure that out. There's different windows. There's a window for gaining weight the right way. You know, you're a big workout person and you want to be like, man, I want to be massive, I want to be big, but I don't want to be fat. Well, you need to be in that gain window, which is a couple hundred calories above, you know, the maintain level. A couple hundred calories above, stay within that window. Over time, like over 3-4 months, you'll gain weight, and you'll gain the right weight. You'll stay, you know, whatever lean. You'll probably get leaner if you stay in that window every day. But then, if you want to maintain, there's a different level. And if you want to lose weight, you want to stay there. You don't want to go way down if you're trying to lose weight. You don't want to go way down in your calories because you're going to lose muscle mass. You want to stay just under your maintenance level. You want to stay just under that. Be able to eat that number on a daily basis. It's going to be a habit. It's not a diet. It's a habit. It's a food habit. You're eating for function. You're gonna just keep going, and next thing you know, you're gonna look exactly like you want to look, whatever that might be. When you get to where you want to go, jump up to that maintenance level. You know, it's not that big of a deal. Cheat days are fantastic. There's one other tip right here. Is big for me. It helps you be able to maintain your progress week to week. Give yourself a cheat meal or a cheat day, because it's about your average. You know, I was telling you about, you know, say your window is 2,000 to 2,200. You know, so you're going to be clicking along eating 2,100, 2,200, 2,100, 2,000, 2,200. Well, then the next day, you know what? You're going to a great place to eat. You're going out to eat. It's some fabulous restaurant. So maybe you splurge a little bit. You eat a couple bites of cheesecake. Next thing you know, you ate 3,000 calories. Like, oh, whoopsie. You want to make sure that the next day or two, you're going to be below your average a little bit. You know, maybe a 1,900, maybe a 2,000, maybe another 1,900. Kind of and then you're going to average out your days again to make that's what the cheat day is. You know, you're going to average out again back to a level where you need to be, and you'll maintain your weight. So just because you do one cheat day don't mean you can do the next day a cheat day either, because you're going to blow your average out. It's all about maintaining your caloric average. Just keep that in mind when you're thinking about cheat days. So you want to get that six pack. You want to get it. Start eating for function. That's like I do, and you'll be a lot better off. I hope that helps you be able to attain the workout goals and the body function goals that you're looking for. And you know, there's not the way I do it with my plant-based diet and fish. That's not the only way to do it. There's plenty of other ways to do it. Keto diet's very popular. Paleo is very popular. Gluten-free is very popular. Can function well for some people that are somewhat gluten intolerant. So just keep that in mind when you're trying to figure out what diet is going to work best for you, and then you can turn that diet into a habit, and you'll be a lot healthier and have a lot more fun and feel a lot better. Hope that helps you.